Hey there, everybody. Welcome to Twisted Wrister Hockey. Today, we are going to be ranking NHL logos as a community. I have a video, if you haven't seen it already, in which I formulaically rank all 32 NHL logos. So I'm curious to see more or less kind of where your opinions lie compared to mine. So hopefully we have a good time here. If you're new here, definitely hit that red subscribe button down below. Join our hockey community here. We have live streams that will be running throughout the rest of this season and the postseason as well. And I'm uploading content multiple times a week as well. Hockey analysis, history, and culture. This is the hub for all that good stuff. So welcome aboard. And for those returning, sound off in the chat here. It's wonderful to have you back once again. I'm going to be out in California in a few days. And so it'll be good to connect with you guys here. And I'll see you on the other side, of course. Mr. MacArthur, welcome to the stream. A pleasure to have you here. First one. How about that? So yeah, guys, sound off in the chat here. We'll get started with the logo ranking about 10 minutes. That way, give some people some time to jump in here. At first intermission? Okay. All right. I don't know exactly how long it's going to take us to do these rankings. I think that I'll probably be live for about, 75 minutes or so. I think that could pretty much cover it. Aman, welcome to the stream. Good to have you here. Hope you're having a good evening, and yeah, hope you're ready to rank some logos here. I'm intrigued to see your guys' opinions, and again, I have on this paper, these are my logo rankings that I put out back in, I think, last November or December, so it'll be interesting to see how things compare here. For simplicity's sake, I wanted to use the tiering system, then that way we can figure out more or less what the best logos are, right? The cream of the crop. And then we have tiers beneath that. So there we go. What are you guys watching any games tonight? I know obviously, Vanessa, you're probably watching Vegas as they do battle against Calgary. Huge game. Pardon me. We're also seeing, I know Minnesota and Dallas are squaring off. Toronto is all over the Washington Capitals right now. Canucks, yeah. So Canucks, who they got tonight? Is it Arizona that they're playing tonight? Good opportunity to gain even more ground in the Pacific. So yeah, they're facing off against the Coyotes tonight. So yeah, we'll get started in just a wee bit. Hang tight, and in the meantime, chill out with us good hockey folk here. You're gonna watch some Canucks too, man. If they get into the playoffs, you would think that maybe Bruce Boudreau would get some consideration for the Jack Adams Award. I am very impressed, obviously, by how Demko has played this year. I could see him as a Vezina Trophy finalist maybe next year. So yeah, about 6-10, that's probably when we'll actually start the real rankings here. Torture their team into thinking there's playoff hope, just end the misery. Yeah, you don't. It's got to be one way or another, right? If the Canucks get in, they could theoretically still finish third in that division and take on Edmonton in the first round. So I actually kind of like your chances if that's the case, given Edmonton's playoff history since pretty much 2006, I guess. So you never know when you get in, but at the same time, right? It was interesting because they had opportunity to maybe deal a big name or two at the trade deadline, but they didn't do that. What's up, Isaiah? Thank you for hopping in here. Hope you're excited to rank some logos. We'll get started around 6:10 my time, so just a few minutes from now. Pardon me. Lots of games in the NHL today, and I'm just ready to drop the puck for the playoffs. Obviously, with my team out of the playoffs, it's like, all right, let's just start this already. I need to probably poll our community here just to get a sense of, who's planning on going to playoff games, because I want to know sort of what fan bases are going to be in person supporting their team the most. That could have some sort of influence on me in the playoffs. I am considering going on the road here. I might, maybe I'll go to Denver to see the Avalanche. Some logos have changed for you. Yeah, I mean, I ranked mine formulaically, but I would have my own personal preferences as well, and kind of like jerseys, right? I think that would change a little bit over time. You'd say your top three are Chicago, Arizona, and Minnesota. I mean, two of those I certainly think are in the conversation for most fans out there, and a lot of people would say Arizona as well. I think that it looks great on a. I'll share this with everybody later. I think it's a good logo for a jersey. On a smaller form factor, I would not think so though. So to me, it's I'm always going to have my gripes with Arizona. I'm going to be a stickler, but hey, it looks really good on the jersey. Let's not get that twisted. Oh, you're going to watch Harry Potter. Okay. That does take precedence over any sort of YouTube participation. So you go do that. And watch out for those Death Eaters. Gotta love Harry Potter. Do logo rankings for other leagues? Yeah. I mean, depending on the popularity of this, I would like to do that, especially during the off season. So I started, we'll do NHL logos. We can do, secondary logos. So basically think of it this way, right? Neil has all those logo ranking videos. I figured why not just do something like that with you guys live? I think that would be pretty fun. The Guess the Jersey stream, or not Guess the Jersey, the Jersey concept stream that we did two of those last year. Those actually got a lot of views after the initial stream. So I would like to do something like that with logo rankings because I think that would get a good amount of views. But hey, you never know. Yes, Harry Potter is always a good excuse. Harry Potter. Or if you need to spoil your dog and give her or him some deserved attention. Hey, Cortana. How you doing, hun? Look at that face, guys. Say hi to Cortana. Oh, wow. You guys are going to see the flames? That's fantastic, man. I've seen that the border restrictions don't seem to be too tight. So I don't know what it's like in Alberta, but it did pop into my mind because in terms of playoff teams, they are the quickest drive for me. I can get to Calgary in a day's drive. If the border isn't too crowded, I can do that within about 8 or 9 hours or something like that. I just don't know how expensive tickets are going to be, right? Because I would think tickets in Denver won't necessarily be as bad, at least not for the first round. But yeah, it's kind of interesting how the two closest playoff teams for me would be Calgary, and actually Edmonton's closer than any other playoff team, unless Vancouver gets in. So, it'd be awesome if, for example, Edmonton takes on Vegas, and then no, excuse me, yeah, Edmonton would take Vegas, and Calgary, they'd get the first wild card. Okay, I'm just trying to think, like, if I could see two teams play against LA and play against Vegas, that would break the bank for me. I'd go for it. Anyway, let's see here, guys. We are at what are we at time wise? 6:08. Okay, so we're gonna start in literally 2 minutes. All right, so don't touch that dial. We're gonna get going on this very soon. Sabres tier A. Okay, well, don't forget we also have the S tier, but that's like for the elite logos out there. So I'm going to be kind of guiding people. If everybody's trying to push like 20 logos into the A tier, no, we have to think relatively. So, we're going to have the most in the B tier, right? We're going to have a decent amount in the C and the A, and then we're going to have a few in the D. I don't know. This just sounds really weird when I say that. And only, like, I'm going to say we can only max out at like 5 or so in the S tier, I think. With the Batman Arkham games. Yeah, those are really good. I've only really played Arkham City, but yeah, that's great. Well, yeah, I mean, that's the thing. One man's trash is another man's treasure, and just to sort of extend from that, right? Like, there are jerseys that I don't like that a lot of people like, and logos and whatnot. So it's cool getting different viewpoints from everybody, and sometimes that has an influence as well. Unger to the max. Penguins tier A. Okay, now that's something that I could get on board with. All right, where are we on time? 6:09. literally less than a minute away from the rankings commencing. So if you're having a good time with us, or if you're ready to have a good time with us, leave that big thumbs up, because that helps others like you discover this channel. Hey, what's up, Keenan? Hiles B tier. Well, we're just about to start. Literally just about to start. The order that you see down here is the order we'll go in. I kind of randomized it. Okay. It is 610. Okay. So basically, guys, you can see that we have here 5 tiers. I wanted to keep it pretty simple. On the bottom is the D tier, which those logos, in your opinion, are not good. Okay. Not your rival's logo. Okay. Be a little bit objective. Okay. Be critique these logos, right? So D tier is for those that suck. C tier is like the logo's passable, but it's not really inspiring. The B tier is good. These are good logos, not your favorite, but if that was on a jersey that you like, you would buy it, okay? A tier is great. We want to keep, A and S tier, that's going to be like a total of 7 or 8 logos, more or less. And the S tier is the cream of the crop. So like I said, maybe like 3, okay, we'll max out at about 5 logos in the S tier. So, yeah, right. So try to be somewhat objective, but don't go off of my preferences. Go off of your preferences, okay? So we're going to start with the Carolina Hurricanes. So everybody in the chat, type whatever tier you think the Carolina Hurricanes logo belongs in. It's the primary logo that we're doing. Now, when I ranked this back in my video last year, I ranked the Carolina Hurricanes 24th out of 32. So let me know. Okay, so I see C's. I also see a delta. What else you guys got? I want as many opinions as possible, but just don't say the same thing twice. I got 4 folks chiming in here. Do we have anybody else to weigh in on the Hurricanes logo? It's just okay. Hey, Cortana, what do you think? Okay, well, I don't see any other opinions for the Hurricanes. We can always go back and sort of revisit our picks here. So for right now, just based on what I see here, I will put it in the C tier because it's pretty clear. And if you guys have any preferences, let's say we have 8 logos in the C tier and you're like, oh, wait, can we put this logo in the C tier, but at the front of the C tier? So in other words, it's closer to a B tier than it is a D tier. Aaron, I'm going for the B, so that kind of neutralizes with the D. Yeah, neutralizes the D. Anyway, next up, New York Islanders. And yeah, especially since we're early into this and we only have a handful of you guys, we can customize this even further. So if you want to say, oh, put it in the C tier, but put it ahead of the Hurricanes, I'll listen to you on that. Okay, so I see a couple of Bs for the Islanders. I also see a D. Oh, no worries, buddy. You guys never have to apologize for missing a stream or coming in late. That's the Canadian thing to do, I know, but this is one space where you don't have to be Canadian. No, I'm just that sounds really stupid. I'm sorry. But yeah, never be sorry with me. All right, so I see some B's for this. Although there was a D, so it could be like a low B. So let's put the Islanders 1 grade above in the B tier. All right, now let's go to the next one, and that is the Anaheim Ducks. So by the way, the Hurricanes I had at 24th. The Islanders I had at 25th. Tier A. Whoa, all the NHL. Okay, so Isaiah says D tier for the Ducks. Here, let me type that in here. All right. That's a great, unique opinion. I respectfully disagree, but I'm glad that somebody has that opinion. Ducks is B or A? Really? So I see, yeah. It looks like we have this somewhere in a C tier, based on the opinions I see here. Anybody else? And Lodge, thanks for joining us. B for the Ducks. Interesting. Okay, so D, D, B, B, A, C, B, C. Oh, Sports Geeks, thanks for joining. Oh boy, this one's tough. How do I balance this? Let's see here. D, D, B, 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 A, C, C. That, to me, you know what we're going to do? We can always, let's give it the benefit of the doubt, but we can always shift it down later if we're getting too crowded. So I'm going to put the Ducks in the B tier from what I see here, but I'm going to put them at the end of the B tier. And then again, we might drop them down later on. Okay, so next team, Cortana, don't bother me, honey. I've already played with you twice today. Okay, you got lots of attention coming your way after this. All right, so next up, we are going to do the Jets. All right. Yeah, your Sports Geeks, if you want to help, you're more than welcome to. Oh boy, yeah. Don't forget we also have the S tier. Oh wow, you guys. Yeah, I'm a little bit more with Landon. I don't hate it, but I think it's a little lackluster. Although it's supposed to kind of be that way, I guess. We got some A's. B. A diversity of opinions. I like this. All right. AAS. BADC. A. Dude, I think we might have our first A tier, but like a lower A tier. Yeah, so, by the way, I ranked the Ducks in my video. I ranked them at the very bottom, 32nd. The Jets, I did not have them at a good ranking either. I ranked them 29th. But for this, it looks like you guys generally like this one quite a bit. So I'm going to stick this guy in the alpha tier. Come on, damn it. Oh, God, it's lagging on me. No. Wait your turn, Chicago. God. All right, next up. Blackhawks. What do you guys think about Chicago? There's a D, there's 2 A's and an S. A C. Interesting. So yeah, we are seeing the diversity of opinions here too. Okay, based on what I see here, because we do have like a D, we do have a C, but I see 2 A's and an S and a B as well. I'm going to up this to I would think to the B tier. And I would probably, because it got some really good votes, I would probably place it just ahead of the Islanders. Come on. There we go. Oh, you'd have it in the D tier? Okay, I will actually, because of some polarizing opinions here, I'm actually going to drag this a little bit over this way then. That averages to an A? Okay, we'll give it a high B. Because, I mean, if you have a couple people giving it a D, I don't know if I'm ready to actually rate it that highly. All right, next up, hold on a sec, guys. Or why don't I just say Avs? That makes it easier. All right, guys. So the Hawks, by the way, I had them in 4th. I think it's a great logo. I know that to some, it's not. I've heard why. Personally, I think it's still a great classic logo. Avalanche. Now, this team, I had them ranked, in my video, I had them 17th. And personally, like, if I weren't as critical, I'd actually rank them a little bit lower than that. All right. SCCACCB. Wow, this is getting tough, guys. Already. Yeah. I mean, that's great. I like that. Oh, man. So we got what? 4 C's, 2 B's, an A, and an S. Where are we going to put you, man? It's like the sorting hat in Harry Potter. But where to put you? Let's see here. So if we have an S, an A, 3 C's, 2 B's, and yeah. I can't say it's a C because that's the worst grade that you guys are giving it. We're gonna have a lot of B's, aren't we? But that's okay. We can have a lot in the middle, and then we can disperse afterwards. I am a Gryffindor. All right, so this is a B. I'm going to say I'll put it. I'm just gonna randomly place it right here, between the Ducks and the Islanders. All right, general lower B. All right, guys. Now, Detroit Red Wings. So, if you remember my logo ranking video, I had the Red Wings. Numero uno. Whoa! Keenan does not like the Red Wings. A or B? A C? Interesting. S. Yeah, to me it's S tier, no doubt. Anybody else want to chime in for the Detroit Red Wings? Man, that's very polarizing. D, couple A's, a C, a solid A, an A or B, or a B. All right. To me, I would say that this is... I think it's still getting some better ratings. I would put it... I think it got just about the same sort of reception as the Jets did. So right now I would say it'd probably be like a low A. And the detail? You mean like chef's... Is that chef's kiss? I don't know. I like it though. Planning on streaming Monday or Wednesday? Oh boy. No, I won't be because I'll be out of town. So I'll be out of town from Friday, so starting tomorrow, and I'll be back Thursday. So I probably won't do a stream until like next weekend. Thank you for chiming in though, moderator. All right, let's go to our next one. Oh God. You'd say high B, not A? I'm going to stick it in A, though, just because it got better rating. Like, I think that it did get better ratings than the Hawks. And just to kind of balance things out a little bit, that's not to say that it won't change, though. Kings get a D. Thank you, CJ. Have a good night, dude. Good luck with work. Yeah, I figured that most of you would have it down there. Oh, what's up, Coco Quinn? Hey, CQ. All right. So even though I know a couple of people put like B or C for relativity's sake, it has definitely gotten the worst ratings here. So I'm going to drop this to the D tier. I think we've got our first one there. Just the crown. Yeah, they need to go back to that crest from the 90s. All right. Nail it. Let's get to the Preds. It was cool. When I went to Nashville, I was on a tour of the Jack Daniel's distillery, and because you take a van out to the tiny town Lynchburg, where it's located, and I only had one other person on my tour, and it was this Australian woman who flew all the way out because she was a huge country music fan, and she somehow took a huge liking to the Nashville Predators. She went to 6 games when she was out here. All right, Preds. BSBBACBCB. Ooh, boy. Making it challenging. Looks like this is a couple of S's. This looks to be at least a good B tier logo. Any other opinions out there, folks? All right, I think that's probably what we're getting from this. So I would say low A. Okay. I think that what we're looking at here is probably high B. By the way, so the Kings, I had ranked them 26th. And the Predators, I ranked them 21st. A little critical. There are some things I really like about it, and a couple things I don't so much. The Winter Classic shoulder logo is much better. I think it's more... Yeah, I like the shape of it more. All right. So I'm going to drop this... I think it's a pretty solid B. It got a good reception in my from what I perceive here. All right. So next up, we've got ourselves the Canucks. Yeah, a lot of B's so far. Okay, so D, A, B, A, A, B, B, A, D. Now the Canucks in my rankings, I had them 28th. I'm not a huge fan of the logo. I think one reason is because I think it needs some more some more contrast. I have gripes. I think conceptually it's awesome. Skate logo's better. I mean, I am a sucker for nostalgia, so it's funny because I didn't like the skate logo when I was younger. But yeah, I think that's I don't know. That's got some more pizzazz to it, or panache, I guess. All right, man. So we got what? D, A, B, A, A, B, B, A, D, S, A. I don't know. This is looking like possibly an A tier logo from what I'm seeing here, guys. I would put this at maybe a low A. Logo can be a letter and a representative. That's a good point too. Like when I look at it, I never see the C though. I mean, it doesn't come to mind. Looks like you guys have this rated pretty high versus the other logos, so I'm gonna put that up in the A tier. All right. Senators. Ottawa. Mid A. S. Damn, that's profound. I don't think I've ever heard anybody say it's that good. S, C, B, B, C, C. I'm actually going to do... Well, actually, no, that's fine. All right. I am seeing some C's here, but some decent B's. I would think that based on what I'm seeing here, I'd probably put this in as a low B. Wow, your favorite in the NHL. How about that? All right. I'm going to stick this in low B. And then once we start to really fill up here, then I'll start to knock some down to the next tier. All right. Next up is the team that doesn't use their logo on their jersey. Rangers. Yeah, the B's going to get full. You're definitely right. But yeah, I mean, like I couldn't even put the Ducks in C tier from what you guys were saying. Now, by the way, the Senators, I had them ranked 27th. I think that was a little critical on my part. I think it's in need. It could be actually, as you know, Neil would say, modernized. I think that it does look. I do like kind of the classic feel, but I think that maybe some recoloring or something. I don't know. It's not a bad logo by any means. As for the Rangers, I personally really like the logo myself, but I had the Rangers ranked at 22nd. All right, C, D, A, C, B, C, C, B, C. Okay. I think this is pretty comfortably in the C range. Because it's getting more C's and less A's than other ones. Like, as a logo by itself, I would actually say that, like, it's one of my favorites. But I get, I think that that's actually a good critique to be like, well, they don't even use it, So I'll put that in the C tier. All right. And again, I ranked that 22nd in my logo rankings video. Now the Flyers, and you've probably heard it from me, or some of you might have heard it several times. I've said before, I think the Flyers logo is the best in the NHL. I think it's easily like top 5. In my logo ranking video, I had it 7th. I don't know. I don't know if I can actually take that input seriously, though, because I don't want you just to like hate on the logo just because it's your least favorite team. DAC, DAB, lower B, CA. Really? I'm actually kind of surprised to see this, guys. All right, so DAC, DAB, BCA. This looks to be in the B tier, but not by much. I'm going to place them kind of right here. Hey, what's going on, Brandon? Thank you for joining. All right. Next up, I wonder what Coco Quinn's going to chime in with. All right, New Jersey Devils. Boom, right here. Low B, yeah. Ayo. Ma'ur, thank you for joining us. Don't forget, guys, smash that thumbs up. All right. Now, by the way, the Flyers I had ranked 7th in my video, and as for the last team, as for this team, the Devils, I'm not the hugest fan of this logo. I think it needs to be revamped. Conceptually, it can be pretty similar. I had the Devils 14th in mine. All right, so what do we see here? A, B, B, S, A, A, B, C, B, B, A. All right, this looks to me like maybe a low A or a high B. I think I would say basically it's between the Canucks and the Predators. So I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt for right now. I will give it a low A. Okay. All right, let's go with the Dallas Stars. The Devils are an expansion team that has the look of an original 6. Yeah, I mean, that logo is one that's held up for a long time, obviously. All right, what about the Stars? Las Estrellas. Huh. CADCCC. Okay, so this is lower tier for sure. Or at least based on what I'm seeing so far. Now, I had the Dallas Stars. I had them 15th. I think it's frankly unoriginal. It's just like, how many more brands in Texas do we have to see with a 5-point star and a big D? But I like the colors. D. Just meh. Okay, I'm going to put this one in the C tier. I don't think it's not being rated terribly, but certainly not good. I'll put it right next to the Rangers in the C tier. Yeah. All right. Our next team. I'm curious, you guys. So, Yotes. Now, when I did my video, I think I was still ranking the Howler Coyote, not the Kachina. I think I was doing that. I had the Howler logo 13th. I think it's a good logo. Not my favorite colors. The way the color was utilized, though, was pretty good. Oh, my God. Patrick Laine, welcome. Great to have you here, man. Wow. Couple of Ds. A couple of S's and an A. And a Bravo. Awesome. This is tough, guys. S tier. Thrasher's better. Fair enough. Okay. SASSDDAABCS. Looking like an A. Yeah, I was going to say it's probably a low A. I'll put it like... You guys are basically placing it right about here, I would say. Oh, Daisy knocks it down to a Dizzle. Actually, because of that, I might have to knock it down. There are a couple of D's and a C here. I know that we have people chiming in for S as well. Yeah, I mean, I think that it looks great on the jersey. It's just that, yeah, on a smaller form factor, I think it's not quite as good. Yeah, I think that drops it down just a skosh. Just the head as the logo. I think if you had like the head as the logo with the moon behind it, maybe shift the perspective of the head, flip it the other way. I actually think that could be a winner. Yeah, I think the head with like the moon in the background would be actually pretty cool. Okay, next up. Knights. Cosa pensate, voi? What do you guys think? Oh man, it's getting some pretty high marks so far. So the Knights, and remember guys, I'm a Sharks fan, but this was a formulaic ranking. I have the Knights 12th. I think it's a rock solid logo, and on the jersey it looks amazing. BC. B. Okay, wow. I don't see too many bad grades for this, except for, yeah, Lodge. If it didn't have the shield, you'd rather just see the helmet? It'd be cool if they just had the helmet and the swords. Okay. This, to me, could be a high B. Sports Geeks really likes it. Okay, that might actually kick it into A. SBA, SBS, which that all kind of averages to an A. D, A, B, C, B, S. I think we're looking at a low A tier for this one compared to what I've seen. I think it was rating maybe a little bit better than the Coyotes, so I'll put it in the low S. Or low A, excuse me. It'll be interesting to see if we end up kicking anything up to the A tier. All right. Easy on this one, Sports Geeks. Easy. Low to mid A. Yeah, I agree with you. All right. You won't agree with me here. So the Pittsburgh Penguins, when I ranked my logos, I had them at number 6. Colors. Personality. The design of it itself, not the best for a primary crest, I don't think, but it's so fun. So for me, I would probably put this in A tier. ACAB. Yeah, I mean, like when I, draw a comparison to a rival team, right? Like baseball. Who do I think has the best hats in baseball? Well, I'm a Giants fan, but I hate the Dodgers, but they have like the best uniforms. So I would say that you got to give credit where it's due. Although if I were to rate just the hat alone, I might go with like the Orioles or the Blue Jays. Those are sweet. Or like a Kelly Green Oakland A's with like the yellow brim. Anyway, it's baseball season. Hey now. Okay, what do we got? Go M's. Fine by me. All right, ACAB, ABA, AB. Yeah, they slap like Will Smith. All right, looks like we got ourselves an A tier relatively. I think that this is checking out pretty well. I would say that this is checking out just about as well as I'd probably put this between the Canucks. I actually might, because this didn't really get any flack. This got, 1C? To me, this is probably the one of the highest rated logos we've had so far. I might stick this up here based on your feedback, guys. Oh, you D? Okay. I'll put it right here. There we go. All right, next team. Boston. Oops, why can't I type? All right, Bruins. Dropping a Charlie on the Bruins. And by the way, in my rankings, I had Boston dead center at 16th. Woo! CDFA, CDSAA. Okay, Maru, I'm going to go off of what you said as an A. To plain B. That's fair. All I ask is that you're fair, about your own team too. All right. Let's see. CD. Okay. Oh. Modernized original 6. Yeah, I think I agree with you that the tweaks that they made to it look really good. The Pooh Bear is better. Meth Bear is the best. No. The Muffin Bear is my favorite. All right. Wow. You guys are making this challenging, and I love it. I really like the colors. I'm a big black and yellow fan, too. All right. This, to me, looks like a pretty solid B, even though the opinions are very polarizing. CDFA, CDSAA, CDB, BS. All right. I'm going to put this in the B tier. Pretty much right in the middle. It seems to be doing fairly well. I'll put it like, I don't know, like right where the abs are, more or less. Yeah, right here. I almost put it in C tier, but some of the opinions that trickled in afterwards were all right. All right, next up. Tampa. Snooze Fest. To me, it looks like something that belongs on a superhero's outfit. So in other words, it's like decent design. It's just that for like a professional sports team, I don't know. The logo from earlier in the aughts was better. Oh yeah, that might be my favorite of their primary logos too. The Syracuse Crunch. Heck yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right, because that does look like a comic book hero. All right, let's see here. Oh, Daisy likes this one quite a bit. Very interesting opinion so far. Glad to have you here. Okay, so what do we got here? DCB, CDD, D, CFD, DC, BCS, F. All right. I don't know whether to put it in the D or in the C. I'm going to stick it in the C right now. No innuendo, please. This is somewhat family friendly. All right. We're going to put it at the end of the C tier. Maybe we'll drop it down to the D. All right. Next up, we got ourselves the Sabres. I know, right? I should not use letter tiers. Seriously. It's like I don't need to be sharing with you that I'm going to stick it in the C. Okay. SAADBSBBS. Wow. Really good marks. Okay. By the way, Tampa, I had rated in my logo rankings, I had them 31st. Ducks were 32nd. I had Tampa 31st. Anybody else I didn't share? I think I've shared just about everybody. All right. Buffalo never had a bad logo. You know, it's funny because, yeah, when the Buffa Slug first came out, I was like, thank God they actually came out with something that looks good on a jersey. Because I used to hate the goat head. All right. I had Buffalo 19th. It's classic, but I think it could use an update. Kind of like the Devils. All right. SAA, D, high B, SB, BS, A, BCS. To me, this looks. I see a good amount of S tier, or excuse me, yeah, I see a good amount of S tier. Not too critical. A couple of D's and C's, but not so bad. I think that for this one, we could place this toward the A tier. I would think. I'm gonna drop this over. Aww. Okay. All right. Next up, we've got the Habs. Great having you guys here. I love that we've attracted a lot more people as the stream has gone. 3 more S tier teams remaining in the list. Interesting. All right, couple. We got D's, triple D. CCBA. Is a toilet seat. You know, I don't mind the logo. It's the collar on their jerseys that I mind. But you still have to honor it by giving it a B for its, historical significance. Yeah. Based on what I'm seeing here, guys, keep those takes coming in here. It's almost in C tier based on what I'm seeing here from you guys. I had Montreal ranked 18th, just for your information. Return of the map. What's going on, buddy? Oh boy. This is getting pretty panned. So based on what I'm seeing here, everybody, I'm going to drop them to... I'm going to put them almost at the bottom of the C tier. Yeah, you guys have them just shoving this. Jesus Christ. All right now. Okay, hey. Next up, and guys, really, I've got my own grades, right? So it doesn't matter what you throw at me here. We got the Sharks, baby. My favorite team, but again, I had a critique approach to my formula when I ranked these. I had the Sharks in 8th. I think it's a rock solid logo. It's sharp. It's aggressive. It's not perfect, but I like it quite a bit. Even compared to the old one, I like them basically the same. All right, so we're seeing... Okay, yeah, right now it's looking like... Okay. Oh boy. Guys, come on, don't just be stroking my ego here. Maybe B because I hate it on the Sabres logo. S billion. It's okay, we're still on good terms. Okay. Well, you guys, I don't see anything lower than a B here. And no other logo has received that high of accreditation. So I have to... That's my logic, buddy. This is getting ridiculously suggestive. So I think we have our first S tier. I think just looking at the comments and relative to everything we've seen from you so far, that is an S tier logo. Now, the Washington Capitals on the other hand... Let's take a gander. I don't care about mild profanity. That's fine. F minus. We don't even have an F tier. It doesn't even belong in the tier. You can't rank it. Okay, so yeah, D... S, F, D, C, F. Okay, this one's pretty obvious so far. Everything about the Caps logo is amazing, says the Flyers fan. Lower than an F. E. E sharp. E flat. J. Okay. Dos Equis. All right, Caps are our lowest rated logo. Nobody else had them higher than a C on here. Z, yes. Okay, now the Oilers, I don't know why the heck we're looking at the shitty Oilers logo. Pardon my French, but let's go, like, think about the actual Oilers logo. Now, the Capitals, by the way, I had them at 30th. I don't think it's a good jersey logo at all. The Oilers, I had them 10th. I was actually thinking I would have them up higher. I think the Oilers logo is fantastic. It's not my favorite mascot, but they execute it perfectly. And it is as, like, stuck in the 70s as it gets, but I think it's aged actually fairly well. My opinion. All right. Ooh, boy. ABBA. ABBA. AB. FBCB. BC. Works about this logo. Oh, you rank the Oilers tops. I can respect that. Tie game between the Flames and Knights. Hell yeah. Let me know if it's getting a little chippy out there. All right, let's see here, guys. Guys and gals. ABBA. I mean, you would think A tier at first, but we see some like F, C, B, B, C. Oh, yeah, 11th, excuse me. B. Penguins clinched a playoff spot. In other news, water's wet. Hey, I mean, they can be thankful that the Capitals got stomped tonight. Otherwise, things could get interesting, right? Because I don't think the Penguins want to play the Florida Panthers. That would just be like every game would be 7-5, I think. All right, this looks actually pretty highly rated. Didn't really see much in the way of S, so I'm gonna keep this up in the A range here. I think it's been pretty much the B range. This looks pretty B to me from what you guys are saying here. Let's go ahead. Next up, oh yeah, Seattle Kraken. What do you guys think of the 32nd team? Now, I had the Kraken ranked 9th. I think they did a great job. Maybe a little bit too subtle for me. But then again, it's a very accessible logo. You can scale it down to small formats. It looks great. On a jersey, it looks solid. The detailing on it looks really good. I believe it's called ice blue. And yes, thank you for not calling it teal. That would I'd eat my hand. Double A D. So sorry. Hi. And that's why we're doing this. A B tier. Yeah, Cody didn't get enough love for the Habs. Some people like the heritage of it and the historical significance. Others just see a toilet seat. A massive squid. Yeah, I mean, I want to see something like that at one point. You know? Okay, so what should we give the Kraken? A, S, A, B, B, A, a lot of A's. And an S tier, S tier. This looks like an A. This looks like a low A tier or like a mid A tier. I would say that, yeah, based on what you guys are dishing out here, there's only one C tier on here. A tier? Yeah, I'm going to put this in the A. It seems like you guys like this one quite a bit. I'm going to stick this right, like, here. Okay, whatever. That's good for me. All right. Next team. Flames. So I had the Kraken at 9th on my rankings. I had Calgary in 11th, which is kind of surprising. I don't know. It's a fantastic logo. Maybe I was just thinking about how it looks on a jersey. I don't know. It's a great logo. It's the jerseys that I like the most. Boy, what do we got? Low A tier? Yeah. CB, okay, CBBDA, ADA. Yeah, Alex, like, I know we have lots of Sharks fans here, but yeah, the people spoke. The lowest grade it got was a B. Looks so much better in white. Well, I like that look. All right. So what do we have for the Flames here? Okay. CBA DAB AAD AACS. That looks maybe like another low A tier, I would think. You're saying A as well? I'll put this in low A. All right, let's see here. Okay. So we might eventually have to bump some stuff down to the C tier, but it's not like we were hating on these logos. Oh, baby. Woo! Minnesota. Okay, yeah. Keenan does not like the Wild logo. Hey, you are entitled to your opinion. My accent's terrible? Good. I'm not supposed to have that accent. Oh, you don't like the colors? Oh, shoot, he drops a C. An F! Shane! They have the best jersey? Yeah, I would say like home jerseys, I'd say Wild are probably number one. Flames and Sabres are probably up there too. North Stars or nothing? Hey, fair point. Well, shoot, guys, where we're going to put this? DSSSAS. It's flirting with the S tier. There's Ryan. Comes in at the right time. Yeah, right. Oh, boy. This is getting okay. Don't spam though, okay? This really has gotten the most S's, I think. So I'm gonna do it. He's gonna do it. Yeah, I think we have to put this in the S. Whatever that's supposed to mean. All right. So by the way, the Wild I ranked as the third best logo in the NHL. Now for the Blues, I ranked them second. And that's not even my favorite Blues logo. Away Habs is clean. Again, like as long as the collar is the same color as the shoulders, then I think it's a winner. That's my opinion, obviously, but yeah. We did the wings dirty. Yeah, I was a little bit surprised, Ruben. Personally, I ranked that as the best logo through my patented formula that is scientifically 100% accurate. 60% of the time, it works all the time. All right, Blues. So what do we have here? BBC CAS. Blues upper A, B, lots of A's. 16th. D tier. Wouldn't they be like B tier then if they're right in the middle? C A. Really, Landon doesn't like the jerseys. That's interesting. I don't think they're amazing, but I can't see why people wouldn't want to buy them. Hawks should be S. The Habs is better. AAD. Thanks, Deb. Oh boy. This is getting some pretty good ratings too. I'm not seeing too many I'm not seeing too many D's or C's because reasons. Thank you, Aaron. I don't know why the hell they were trying to censor you of all people here when I'm talking about, D's and S's and whatnot. Yeah, it looks like this is getting a good A tier. I'm gonna put this in the A. There we go. Blues are going A tier. Okay. One sec. And we have just a couple left. And then we can take a look at these afterwards, too. But give me the Panthers. I will be interested to see this. Yeah. Fifth seed A. Very specific. All right. I think I know where I'm going to place this one. Yeah, I think that one definitely looks like a soccer logo. I like now. This is interesting. The Panthers in my formula ranked only 23rd. I personally like the logo, but it doesn't look like a hockey logo, or maybe it looks like a European hockey logo. All right, this one is getting a C. I saw some B's in there as well, so I'm gonna put this at the front of the C tier, and so that would lead me to our penultimate logo, Leafs. Now, the Toronto Maple Leafs, I ranked 5th. I think it's the best version that we've ever seen of the Maple Leaf. I like the 1927, or maybe like the 1930s one, the real floppy one too. Yeah, I like it floppy apparently. But yeah, this Leaf design I think is probably the best. I don't know. All right. BASCBFAABADD. Very polarizing, this one. S tier. Yeah, I see some S talk in here. 20th ranked. Thank you, Gary. All right. I think I know where I'm going to place this one. Well, yeah. I mean, you cannot go wrong with a blue and white. You really can't. All right. I saw this as a little bit polarizing, but it's still got some pretty strong ratings. I'm going to put this one in the B tier between the Predators and the Blackhawks. I think that kind of works for its position. Rank at 420. All right, now the Blue Jackets. No bias, S tier. I mean, look, it's not my favorite. I had the Jackets ranked what? I had them ranked 20th. I'm not a huge fan of 5-point stars. I think that they are too on the nose and have been played out too much. But I love the motif of it. BSCBSBAAS. Wow, a lot of S's, guys. Shoot. CSCCC. Well, yeah, the canon would be almost in a category of its own. I see a ton of S tier for this. But I see plenty of C's as well. That's a good point, Devin. I can get on board with that. SBS, CB, SB, A, S, AS. Yeah, it's a lot of B's and A's and or a lot of high rankings early in the thread here. Wow. You think it's pushing S tier? I didn't see anything D tier for it. I don't know. That's right. It really didn't get much flack. You know what? Screw it. We got the Columbus Blue Jackets in the S tier. How crazy is that? So, well, guys, do you think that we need to reconsider any of our rankings? I don't want to just leave it like this. That's no fun. Holy crap. Sharks, Wild, and Jackets. If we picked 3 logos, no original 6. Look at the Jets. The Jets are at the head of the A class. Habs are too low. No, dude, Landon, people like the Canucks quite a bit. I mean, I think the Red Wings are easily S tier. Sens are S tier. I mean, like, these logos here, they got pretty decent ratings. You know, it was mostly B's and C's. Although we had a couple of A's as well. I think that where we drew the line here was pretty clear. Move the Jets down. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Move the Avs up. Isles should be last. Penguins should be moved into the S tier. Are we on time right now, by the way? Oh, 7:06, okay. Islanders should be C. The Hawks up to the S. What's up, Bruin? Flip the Ducks too. Yeah, this is crazy. I'm gonna have to like take a screenshot of this so then that way we can like post it on the Twizzler and whatnot. Yeah, the Wild, they had nothing but glowing remarks. Okay. Here. Let's do this, guys. Let's do this. All right, this will be fun. So then that way it keeps you engaged. Okay. All right. Okay, here we go. Ready? Which S tier logo is the best? Is that Sharks, Wild, or Jackets? Let's see what you guys think is the best of the best. And then we'll do that for like, give me your top 3 for the A tier. We'll do that later. But yeah, Wild, none. All right. Wild is Jackson Pollock. Come on, Wild. There we go. Yeah. Looks like you guys like that one the most. Oh, what's up, Riley? Thanks for popping in. Okay. Top 3 A tier logos. All right. I want to figure out if we can better refine the rankings of the A tier. Move Flyers up to A tier. Yo, you know, I was surprised that people didn't love on the Flyers logo as much. Because I would have the Flyers in my A tier. Detroit, St. Louis, Vegas. How's the Jackets logo? I have no effing clue, dude. Sabres, Kraken, Red Wings. Pittsburgh, St. Louis, Vegas. Detroit's Knights and Pens. Detroit, St. Louis, Calgary. Jets, Kraken, Sabres. Ooh, interesting. Okay. So from this, I'm seeing what? How many? We got Detroit, Vegas. Yeah, Vegas, Detroit, St. Louis, and Pittsburgh seem to be getting some love here. So are the Jets, for that matter. Wings, Kraken, Flames. Blues are the favorite A tier. Vegas, Arizona, Calgary. Okay, that makes... I'm seeing plenty of Vegas here. I would say that maybe you guys have them kind of like... I don't know. I'm just going to kind of spitball this a little bit. I see kind of like this being kind of like this. I saw some love for the Flames here too. So I'm kind of seeing more of that. Red Wings, Flames, Penguins, Blues, Knights. Interesting. Yeah, I think I'm seeing kind of like this based on your critiques there. Now, we don't have enough teams in the C tier, so I'm not going to move those up. That's what I would say too there, Toria. But I'm happy with the S tier. Holy crap. Yes, indeed. We have the Blue Jackets at the S tier. Okay. Favorite 3 in B tier. A lot of new people here. It's great to have you here. If you enjoy these logo rankings and want to do more of this throughout this season, especially as we get into the off season, join this growing hockey community. Let's get this thing to 3,000 subscribers. So we'll do live streams throughout the playoffs. I have content that I'm uploading on the channel multiple times a week. Rankings, unboxings, hockey analysis, hockey history, all that good stuff. So remember, guys, smash that like because that helps bring in other folks like you to this channel. Deserves a bigger audience? Well, I mean, I got you here. Well, I think we can start with that. But yeah, basically, I figured that we could do something like this akin to what we see on a channel like Post to Post where they rank logos in set produced videos. I figured why not do those kinds of things with you guys live? That's more entertaining than doing just a game stream anyway, right? So we can do like AHL, we can do secondary logos for the NHL, we can do ECHL, we can rank helmet designs, we can rank arenas, like all that cool stuff. Okay, let me see if I can figure this out here. Senators, Oilers, Yotes. Oilers, Avs, Flyers. Avs, Ducks, Flyers. Hawks, Bruins, Avs. Hawks, Yotes, Oilers. Avs, Yotes. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of Avs, Yotes, and Hawks map. Nashville, Colorado, Boston. Leafs, Philly, Boston. Toronto, Chicago, Philly. Okay. Blackhawks, Maple Leafs, Preds. Yeah. See, I can't make everybody happy, but I'll take a stab at it. Lightning clinched a playoff spot? Dude. Toronto's so effed if they have to play them or Boston in the first round. I don't know, maybe Toronto rises to the occasion, but I'm not going to be the one to predict them to win. They got to prove it to me. Oh, that's sweet of you, Garrett. Hey, Neil is an OG, though, so I wouldn't be on here if it weren't for him, if it weren't for Shannon, if it weren't for Dangle. So there you go. All right. I have no freaking clue, but from what I see here, it seems like you guys like these guys are right. Looks like the Avs should be getting some more love. So I'm going to shove them to the front here. Hawks were getting some love as well. Flyers got a little bit of love. Leafs pretty much okay where they are for the most part. I didn't really see much for the Islanders or the Senators, or especially for the Ducks here. A couple of people came in late and really liked the Senators, so I'll stick them ahead of the Ducks. Guess the jerseys with older jerseys. Yeah, I wouldn't be opposed to it. I did guess the jersey one time live. I would be interested in resurrecting that, but I would probably have to kind of redo the way that my photos are presented. So maybe do like black and white or distort things a little bit. Okay, let's see here. Let's see. All right, what are the best 2 logos from the C tier? What about the Bruins? They pretty much are where they stand. They've been pretty much the very middle of the pack from the evaluations I've seen here. You'll donate a jersey as a prize. That's pretty money, man. It's a sweet offer. Let's see. Okay. All right. Hey, Sports Geeks, you have a great night, and thank you for hanging out with us. And for also being kind of our judge, too. I appreciate that. Guess the older jersey, donate a jersey. Okay, I already read that. Panthers, Canes, Carolina, Tampa. Panthers, Habs. Canes and Stars. Canes. Okay. I'm seeing more like Canes. Canes and Stars. Not even close. All right. It looks like you guys actually don't hate the Canes logo that much, so I'll put it there. Habs are going to get bumped up. Seems to be right about like here, I guess. I don't know. All right, and the most important question here, which is worse? Which logo, excuse me, is worse? Not which team is worse, because that would be unanimous. We know that already. Which logo is worse? Kings or Capitals? Now, based on what we had earlier for feedback, I think one is worse than the other based on what you've said, but I wanted to give you a chance to correct that here. Cane's logo looks like a smoothie being blended up. What is it, like cherry and licorice? Caps, Kings, Caps is terrible. It's not even a competition? Okay. Kings logo. Okay, so I see a small preference here for the, or a small opposition to the Capitals, excuse me. All right. Oh. All right. Very, very well. I think we're going to land on the Capitals as the community's worst logo. So I think that these kind of end up being our rankings. Way to go, guys. This was a lot of fun. I'll hang out here for a few more minutes if you guys want to talk hockey or logos or jerseys or, I don't know, food or something like that. Or if you want to just look at my dog, she's right here. What I'm thinking I might do at some point, because I am planning to upgrade my actual filming camera to something that is going to shoot some better 4K. So when I do that, I might even have like a secondary camera for my streams, so then that way you can watch Cortana while she's resting. Washington should change to the Weagle. Oh yeah, absolutely. That would look magnificent. They don't need to come up with a new one, you know? Just that Weagle would be perfect on the front of a jersey. Don't you think? Yeah, of course. Thank you, Aaron. Hey, we need folks like you to make this happen. I'm just glad that we had some good support going into this. But yeah, maybe I'll do like another one. Hey, Cortana Cam, that's right. Oh wait. She knows we're talking about her, right, girl? Maybe we should just do a stream with just you, right? Yeah, where you catch all the treats and maybe pull out some new toys for you or something like that. Nedeljkovic had a shutout in Carolina, 46 saves. That's remarkable, especially considering it came against his former team. He needed that, obviously, just based on the season he's had. I know that the defensive front of him has been a misadventure, but S tier dog, thank you. She is my pride and joy. You can hate my favorite team as much as you want. Just show love to my dog, and I'll show love to you. He'll give up 5 goals on 12 shots next game. Yeah, probably right. It sucks. I like the guy. I like him too, you know. So I'm glad that he had his night. Lodge, thanks so much for joining. We'll see you for another one, huh? Oh, thanks, Unger. Yeah, I haven't worked with Neil in a little while, but I'm open for business with him always. I'll have to figure out something that we can do. Maybe Neil and I could like co-host a live stream like this. That would be amazing. Sharks and Hawks are 2-2. Yeah, thanks, Brandon. I haven't even been watching our team. Hey, how about Bordelot, by the way? Thomas Bordelot, University of Michigan product. Not the only one playing some semi-pro hockey right now. He had 3 assists last night. The future is bright for number 23. But for the rest of the team, probably not. However, we did see Owen Power and Matty Beniers break in, too. That's very exciting. Yeah, Riley, you know, man, you've been sticking by your team, and you've been right, dude. They rallied around Yevgeny Dodonov coming back to the team. That's such a Vegas thing too, you know. Thank you, Devin. That's very kind of you, bud. You would have the Sharks A tier instead of S tier. Yeah, I would agree as well. So if I were to go off of the rankings I did, this is all formulaic, but there is still subjectivity to it. So my S tier logos would be Detroit, St. Louis, Minnesota. I would probably lump in Chicago there as well. And then A tier would be like Toronto, Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, San Jose. That would be like my A tier. B would be like Seattle, Edmonton, Calgary, Vegas. Actually, I'd have to create more tiers. Because I can see clearer separation between like groups of 3 or 4. But yeah, my D tier is basically Anaheim, Tampa, and Washington. And then the logos I don't really care for would be like Winnipeg, Vancouver, Ottawa, LA, Islanders, Carolina. That would probably be a group. And then everything else is in between, pretty much. Happened to my Sharks after the 2016 Cup run. I don't think it was that broke them. I think that the 2018-19 season was when, I don't know, because I know that they regressed in terms of where they finished in the playoffs, but in 2017, I thought they actually had a really good team. In 2016-17, they had some opposition throughout that season too, but 2017-18, they were the lesser team against Vegas, clearly. The next year was what concerned me because they got Erik Karlsson, they got rid of Joe Pavelski, and 2018-19 was the last year they had Pavelski. But when they brought Karlsson in, I'm not saying that he was like a problem for the team by any means, but I something about that team, their results on the ice, they were not nearly as good as they were on paper, and you could tell that they were going to fall apart at some point in the postseason. So. And after that, it's been just absolutely terrible. And I think Karlsson, to be honest, is a factor in that. Not just his contract, but I do hear him talking about that. The management needs to be more accountable for the roster that it's icing. But Karlsson he's been a no-show in the last several games. Timo Meier and Tomas Hertl have games where they disappear. Great players. Tampa's old logo. Oh, yeah, for sure. Why people hate on Tampa's logo? It just seems incomplete to me. It looks like maybe it could be like a minor league baseball team. If it was the 90s logo, S tier. Yeah, I think a lot of people would probably express that as well. I find them basically on the same playing field. Excuse me. What was I talking about? Yeah, just the Sharks and how, they did fall apart. Coaching, I think, is a factor. I wanted to give Bugner the benefit of the doubt because I've always said that it's been the players. It hasn't been the coaching. I guess it's both. But, yeah, you look at the young players that the Sharks have brought up over the last couple of years. Not like A-tier prospects by any means, but nobody has broken through at all. Their minor leagues, or their development program has not been good enough, period. I know Roy Sommer has the most wins all time among AHL coaches, but it just has not been good enough. With vintage logos? Yeah, actually that's a fantastic idea. Remind me if I forget, but I would love to do like a classic hockey logo rankings. That would be absolutely terrific, guys. Good suggestion, Mappy. Anyway, what are we at on time? We're at 7:24. Okay. I'll probably cut things short here. I'm going to be traveling for the next several days, so I will have 1 or 2 videos uploading. I have one queued up already for Saturday. I'll have one ready on Tuesday as well, and then we can resume live streaming. Probably not this coming weekend, but next weekend, and maybe we can do something like this again. So it's been fantastic having you guys here. This turned out even better than I expected it to. So thank you so much. Before you go, just make sure to leave a thumbs up because that helps others like you discover the channel. You can see the video description below if you want to follow me on social media or scoop up some merch. We have channel merchandising as well. Did the stream cut out? I wouldn't be entirely surprised if it did. Alternate logos or like Winter Classic logos. I love it, Ruben. That's a fantastic idea. So keep that in mind in case it slips my mind, but I would love to get to that. If not, probably in the off season more so, because, pretty soon we're going to get into playoff streaming. I love it though. That's the kind of stuff that I know you guys like on here. So anyway, have a fantastic evening, and we'll talk some hockey in the near future. Thank you so much.